Okay, so sorry about all the earlier videos, and maybe a little bit. I wasn't speaking a great deal on them because I had all those builder guys, well, electricians, in, and I feel self-conscious doing this as it is, without a bunch of people watching me. And I was trying to film them a little bit, but of course, by rights I should ask their permission, but to be quite honest, I felt quite embarrassed and self-conscious, like I say. So, but really, ethically, if you like, I should have perhaps asked their permission. Really, I suppose. Mind you, I might, if I put any of this on YouTube, I might get into trouble by, I don't know actually. If I'm honest about it, I haven't really got their permission about it. I've captured them a couple of times, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just edit them out, and then hopefully they'll, you know. Anyway, look, let's not go on about that right now. So I've got a new extractor fan. Why that's been put in, I don't know. Nobody even told me about that. And I thought you usually put those sort of things in the windows, but well, I mean, actually I prefer it wasn't actually. I'm kind of glad they put it there, but it does seem a bit of an odd place to put it. And how do you actually turn it off? Because I've just tried clicking on this cord, and a little blue light underneath comes on. I don't know if you can see that there. See, look, little blue light comes on when I do that, but it doesn't seem to turn it off. So, no, it's still going. Unless you have to wait a few minutes, I don't know. I don't know what that is actually. Maybe it's for, I don't know. Looks like one that reminds me of one of those things for insects when you know, those zapper things. But I don't think that's what it is. Well, at least I'm saying I'm not sure really, but I'm assuming it isn't. I mean, as you can see, the state of my washing machine now, that was nice and clean before, but mind you, they've got to do the work, haven't they? So it's bound to make a mess. They've been drilling through my walls, sort of, you know, sort of recess the wires into the wall. I've got loads of new sockets. There's the old light switch, this thing here, but that's going to be plastered over presumably. I presume they'll take the metal casing out and then just fill it and replaster it, I guess. Well, I assume that's what I would do. Although I'm no builder and I'm not a DIY expert either, but that's what I would do. I'd take the metal thing out with metal casing, possibly. I don't know. I mean, maybe you don't have to. I don't know. But I just thought it would have been probably more professional to do so, and then fill it with whatever you fill it with, and then plaster it afterwards. There's another old socket, but you know, there's a couple of old sockets there as well, as you can see. But yeah, this one is now apparently for the washing machine. I don't know if you can't quite get onto that properly. Maybe you can see it. I can't see it properly on the screen there, so I'm slightly at a bit of an angle then, so I couldn't quite see it. And I've now got a strip light instead of just a sort of hanging wire light bulb type affair. I don't know what you call that. As I say, I'm no expert in these things. I just pick up bits and bobs from other people whenever. Anyway, as I say, basically that's the kitchen. That's the state of it at the moment. I can't wait until it's done and get my cupboards in and get it all cleaned up. At the moment it's a nightmare. But I suppose sorry, I was trying to open the cupboard door, but I've got this stuff that I'm going to put on the floor to protect the... No, I knew they hadn't done anything there. I knew they wouldn't do it. They said they wasn't going to touch it anyway. So, oh well, anyway, leave that. Right, so, look, as you see, they've left all this stuff here for tomorrow, I guess, when they're going to replaster and stuff. I guess that's the next thing on the list. They've got some more of this floor covering stuff. The electrician guys have kind of put holes in the stuff that they had there. This is my light switch. It was now outside the kitchen. It was inside the kitchen. before, but now it's outside the kitchen. So anyway, I managed to rip that, but never mind. I'll just re-stick it on there like that for now. But this is the list of things. So we're on the day 2. Electrical works have just been done. So my bathroom isn't going to be done. I'm not having the bathroom done, just because like they decided and I decided that I'm quite happy with my bathroom the way it is. So that was fine. They were all right with that. As you can see, there are different days and different things that they're doing. So I don't know if you can see how clear. It's hard to see it on this small little screen really, whether you can see it clearly or not. But anyway, so they're the different things that are happening on the different days. So that's that. Another light switch there. Everything's been done. Whole thing's been rewired. The whole house. It's quite amazing actually, unless you've actually watched somebody rewire a house. Ooh, you see, I'm tripping over everything here because they've left loads of building material. But that's for tomorrow. So new sockets there, new socket there, and I've got extra sockets and all, which is a bonus really. I mean, for all this hassle and trouble that I'm getting, I guess, and stress, at least I got an extra socket. So you know, I've got an extra socket, which means I don't have to have as many. Sorry, brain's not working. Extremely tired at the moment. But I must admit, I'm a bit puzzled as to why they're big boxy things that stick out from the wall like that. They used to be flush with the wall, the ones I had. Oh God, here we go again. Tripping up everything. But that one's flat to the wall, and that's what all of them were originally like. But all the others, more or less, that I can see around the house, are big boxy affairs like this. Look, see how they stick out right from the wall? I must admit, I've never really. I wasn't expecting that, to be quite honest. I mean, that was flush to the wall. Light switch here for the hallway. That's flush to the wall. But then you've got this big boxy plug sockets here. Well, like I say, the other plug socket's flush with the wall, but as I say, you know, it's like quite a big boxy affair that sticks out a good, what, 3 inches from the wall? Or maybe 2 inches. But you know, and what they've done here as well is they've given me a switch for my shower outside of the shower, which again makes a lot of sense because it used to be a cord. Now I've got a cord for the light in here, so there's a cord for the light, and there used to be, and right next to it, there used to be a cord for the shower to turn the shower on. Now maybe for safety's sake they thought, well, you know what, it's probably better that maybe originally it should have been put outside in the first place. But anyway, got a new fan as well. They've taken the old fan away. It's just virtually the same thing, but you know, I mean, there's a new fan. So that's that. I must admit, I find those fans rather annoying though, to be quite honest, because I don't know, especially when the house is quiet, you just make a noise. Hang on, can't see in there. Let me put the light on. Right. So again, it's just, oh, see, there's another smoke detector. I've got like 3 smoke detectors in my house now. I only had one originally. Oh well, whatever. I'm not complaining necessarily. I suppose it keeps you safe. So they've put that in as well. Oh, right, okay. Mind you, are they? Yeah, they must have done that. It doesn't look as though it's been touched, but it must have been, I think. Well, they wouldn't do the whole house and then not do the hallway, would they? I mean, that seems a little bit silly. But I don't know, it looks like when I painted this, because I painted all the house myself, can you not tell? Well, I am an artist after all, and I do like colourful walls rather than, I don't know, maybe it's been done. To be quite honest, I'm not really bothered. Just as long as I get my house back to normal. To be perfectly honest with you, I've had a bit of a, as I say, it's stressful this, it's really stressful. Well, I'm finding it so anyway. Maybe other people can cope with it, but I struggle with this, to be quite honest. I struggle at the best of times with life as it is anyway. Never mind flipping extra added stress. See, look, there's another one of those plug sockets. Now at least it's a double one again, unlike the one that was there originally. It was just a single socket. Now I've got a double socket. Mind you, again, what am I gonna... Oh, mind you, I can put my light back in there now. I can plug my light back in. So that's something at least. So I can plug my light in and maybe plug something else if I... Well, I don't know, the fairy lights or something. Ah, whatever. I'm sure it'll come in useful. Just seems a bit of an odd place to have a double socket, really, considering that my bed's there. There's not much else place I can put that bed near anyway. I was actually going to see if they would... you see that tape on the floor? That's my internet connection. I've had to do that as a sort of, you know, temporary, or semi-temporary, semi-permanent. What's the name? So anyway, look, again, I've got double sockets. There was only one socket there. Now I've got like double the sockets again now. So again, at least there's something. Do you know what I mean? At least I'm getting something from it, I guess. You know. But my house is a junk heap at the moment. I've all my kitchen stuff in here as well. My dustbin from the kitchen, everything's in here. I've got my toaster, my microwave, my fridge. You know, oh God. Sorry, I don't mean to be moany. I don't like to moan on my videos. I'm just feeling really, really tight. Why is that door not shutting? Oh, because the brush is in the way. Right, let's close it for now. Oh, there's something I meant to check and all. Actually, I'm sure it's fine. Sorry about this. I know the video's going all over the place, isn't it? It's not exactly very coherent. Or no, I was just checking my paintings. I don't know if people, or if how many people watch my videos. I have no idea whether they do or, well, you know, obviously some people do, but for those that don't know, I am an artist, and these are part of my artwork. These are my paintings. So I was just checking to make sure they haven't been damaged or anything. They seem fine. I don't see anything wrong there. Okay, let's turn that off. Right. Okay, so back into the living room. I think I've covered everything now. Actually, I don't think have I covered everything? I can't remember what rooms I've been into now. I'm sure I've already done this. Oh, great. You see, I'm having a senior moment now. I can't remember what the heck I've done or not done. I think I've shown you this. Ah, yes, I remember. I definitely remember coming here, and as I said, double socket. So that is so cool. Okay, so that's basically the tour of what they're doing to my house right now. I will video some more, and maybe video whilst they're here as well. Actually, but I'm going to ask their permission though, because I'm just curious. You know, I just want to sort of document what they're doing, and if they don't mind me videoing them whilst they're working, then I will. I'll make a video of them working in here. Right, okay. Now, I must admit, I want to turn that fan off, but I hope it doesn't... Oh, some people tell you what is what, and I don't see it doing any harm necessarily to turn it off, but I mean, 'cause why do I need it on constantly? I don't know if it's picking up on this, the microphone on this thing is picking up that much, but, and how loud it sounds actually on this, but I must admit, I find it annoying, to be quite honest. It's alright if you're cooking in here and there's loads of smoke and smell or whatever, blah blah blah. I guess that's fine. I'm going to turn it off. Oh, hey, oh, I can feel a draft coming from there. There's a hole right there. And weirdly, or maybe not weirdly, are they going to put something there? Or did they need to just access it? Maybe they just needed to access it, but that's, well, I'm saying that shouldn't be strange necessarily, because there's a fan at the other end, and I guess this is this thing that sticks out from the ceiling like this is excuse me, the dust is getting on my throat. I guess that's some sort of air thing anyway, air vent thing, whatever. I'm going to turn it off, see what happens. Well, obviously it's going to turn off. I mean, I just don't want it going or something. and it's all brand spankers, and I don't know. I mean, so let me just pull this cord and see what happens. Well, I mean, obviously it won't come on now, but no, okay. Right, okay, fair enough. Right, so basically, that's it. At least it stops that noise. It's just rather annoying. Some people will watch them, but I just find them irritating. As I say, they're useful when it's needed, but if you don't really need it, then what's the point of having it droning on in the background? With some of these things, you can't hear yourself think. Anyway, right, I'm going to stop it here because I need to save some battery and what have you for tomorrow. Right, okay, catch you later.